Hello, healers! The LIFESTAFF has been drastically nerfed in the PTR, and in this video, I will be highlighting every nerf and share with you guys my thoughts on them and how I think this will impact the future of healing in New World. Also, again, this information is from PTR servers, so these changes aren't live yet and are also subject to keep changing, so please keep that in mind as well. Also, I stream on Twitch. I'm going to be testing out Void Gauntlet with LIFESTAFF, so come check it out. Links in the description. First, I'll list for you the skills that have been nerfed, starting with Sacred Ground. Sacred Ground's healing over time reduction was reduced from 15 seconds to 12 seconds, and the healing was reduced from 20% of weapon damage to 16. This brings the heal from 300% total to 192% total healing. The first passive of Sacred Ground, Holy Ground, also had its stamina and mana regeneration buff nerfed from 100% to 50%. Light's Embrace received a 20% nerf to its base heal from 100% healing based on weapon damage to 80% of weapon damage. Divine Embrace saw a similar 30% nerf to its base heal from 150% weapon damage to 120% of weapon damage. Orb of Protection's first passive, Protector's Blessing, received a nerf to its healing over time from 7.5% to 6% weapon damage per second. This is a 15% overall healing nerf to the heal over time effect the skill gives. Beacon's heal over time is also nerfed from 20% to 16% of weapon damage, bringing the total heal of the skill from 200% to 160%. The Blissful Touch passive saw another nerf this time as well, reducing its healing from 20% to 16% of weapon damage. The Enchanted Justice passive also received a nerf to its healing over time from 10% to 8% of weapon damage per second. LIFESTAFF also received some minor buffs, especially towards Splash of Light, which is a base healing increase from 50% to 60% of weapon damage. Splash of Light's passive, Shared Recovery, also received a buff, increasing its max mana gain from 3% to 5%. This will hopefully make Splash of Light a bit more viable in big group healing scenarios. The passive Connection from Light's Embrace received a minor buff as well, increasing your max mana buff from 1% to 2%. Both light and medium armor loads also received buffs in the healing department. The light armor load received a buff to its healing bonus from 20% to 30%. The medium armor load also received a buff from its healing bonus from 10% to 15%. Will this make you guys consider swapping to light armor, assuming the heal buffs work properly this time? Let me know in the comments. I personally think that the flat healing nerfs to most of the skills won't greatly impact the efficiency of LIFESTAFF overall, as the weapon felt originally overtuned in terms of healing. That being said, some of the nerfs, such as that toward Divine Embrace, which already has a long cast time and is therefore very punishing to use in PvP, and also has a flat healing amount already, unlike Light's Embrace that can go up with buffs, had an unnecessary nerf to its healing. The mana and stamina nerf on the Sacred Ground passive I also felt was unnecessary, as the 100% regeneration still wasn't insanely quick and was mostly utilized in PvE scenarios as an overall support skill, so I feel as though this hurts PvE healing in an unnecessary way. These healing nerfs also make way for Void Gauntlet as the first weapon that scales off of focus and has team healing potential. This weapon pairs amazingly with LIFESTAFF and helps to fill in any gaps that the flat healing nerfs do bring to LIFESTAFF. That being said, and this comes from someone who is extremely happy that there is a healing and support centered offhand that scales with focus to use, I find it sort of disappointing that this is the only other weapon thus far that scales with focus as a healer because of a few reasons. The first being that since it scales off of focus, you do some pretty crazy damage with the weapon. The second, that this is the only other group healing weapon, even if it isn't as potent as LIFESTAFF. And those points bring me to my third point, that really no other weapon is going to offer you the same solo and group support that Void Gauntlet does, if you want to be as efficient as possible. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't use other secondary weapons and do content well and have fun, but it means that people who are using Void Gauntlet are doing the job better and easier than you, which doesn't feel the most amazing, especially considering one of the things I really liked about New World was how many different secondaries you could use as a healer and still be efficient in different ways. Void Gauntlet has amazing crowd control, range, mana sustain, group healing, group buffing, massive debuffs, and damage potential on a healer, making it extremely efficient and the most practical choice of an offhand. This, paired with all the big LIFESTAFF nerfs above, will make these two weapons a very efficient combination, especially to make up for any lost healing from nerfs. And at the end of the day, LIFESTAFF still does more healing than any other weapon in the game, so it's still going to get the job done well. I'm just really hoping they work on reworking LIFESTAFF so that it remains fun, meaning doing something drastic to the finicky targeting system and designing heals in a way where you don't need to worry about heal sniping AoEs in PvP scenarios, or even making it so your full PvE rotation isn't just dropping AoE puddles and then going into DPS, so that people still have fun with LIFESTAFF and want to keep playing the weapon because of the playstyle, and still have it be fun despite any flat healing nerfs. In this way, the New World team actually did a fantastic job with Void Gauntlet heals by not using the targeting system and making how the heals are used interesting. And I hope they are able to implement this to LIFESTAFF in the future. After all, we're all playing a weapon and class for how much we enjoy it. Am I right? I hope that you guys found this video helpful, and I'll catch you all in New World.